Welcome to part 7 of the Quantum Break playthrough. This may be the end, it may not be the end. Every time I think we've reached the end of the game, there's always another video or two. So I know we're in the final act here. There are, I think, 3 acts in part... Wait, 3 parts in Act 5? Whatever, let's just go. I need to stop. I need to shut up.
It's obvious the city's going crazy. The entire world. I can't even keep up with the reports. Listeners, you really want to stay indoors? Don't go outside. We don't know.
Time was broken. Working out of sync. The city was in a state of chaos. The end of time was closing in.
And you still believed you could fix it?
The solution was inside Monarch Tower. A countermeasure.
The CFR, as Monarch knew it. The key to the lifeboat protocol. Monarch's survival plan. But that didn't seem to matter to you.
I had a better plan. Okay then.
Christ!
Oh, no, 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 no. Where the hell did he come from?
Christ!
Thanks for the heads up.
Oh shit.
Where they keep the key? Shouldn't be too hard to find. It's the biggest damn building I've ever report.
Joyce, you hear me?
Charlie,
You're here for the CFR, right?
the countermeasure.
Well, you're kind of lucky because Serene's left the building. We're in lockdown, but the good news is I know this system like the back of my hand. I can open doors for you. All of them.
Cute.
You'll need to get to Serene's office. He's got direct access to the CFR. All right?
Welcome to the international headquarters of Monarch Solutions. This state-of-the-art building has become world famous for its unique architecture and its iconic presence in the Riverport skyline. Incorporating an unprecedented level of automation designed with both comfort and security in mind, complete with a zero-carbon footprint, the building provides a safe and environmentally friendly workplace for thousands of Monarch employees. Monarch Solutions. All we think about is the future.
Zero carbon footprint. Yeah. And a bunch of dead civilians.
Yeah, sick burn. What's this guy doing?
Buildings in lockdown. The hell's that even mean?
Poor bastard doesn't know anything about the train crash. Hope he doesn't have a heart attack when time resumes.
Mr. Hatch! I thought you... They said you're dead.
They are confused about a great many things. I have a little job for you.
But you're... I mean, I'm not sure I should...
You are still working for me.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say, Mr. Hatch.
Right. Paul's office. What's going on? I thought this would be the one place things were under control.
Yeah, right. It's all chaos. This whole survival plan Monarch has, it's falling apart. And there's something weird loose in the building. I don't even know what. I mean, that's why we're banking on you to fix this mess.
Paul's office.
Okay. Flem Clarice Agawa. Shifter alert. 2 Monarch HQ Chronon active personnel. Attention. The lifeboat security protocols are now in full effect. Our stutter proofing has failed, and we have reports of shifters in the building. You all know the drill. We have trained for this. Do not approach shifters alone. Remember that they are not restricted by the physical space in the same way we are. Deploy dampeners and watch your backs. Work in teams. Remember your tactics. Maintain your distance. Don't take any unnecessary chances. Comms are unreliable due to the stutters, so pass the word to others and take advantage of stutter collapses to communicate as effectively as you can. We are attempting to repair the stutter proofing as quickly as possible, but be advised that contrary to our earlier timeline, which gave us years more to prepare, we believe we are now on the verge of the final zero state, and every single stutter we encounter is more and more likely to be the one that never ends. That means our priorities have changed. The lifeboat protocol is in full effect, and ensuring its success is our only objective, whether the opposition is shifters, Jack Joyce, or anybody else. It is vital that we all remember our training. If we do things right, we will make it out of this, and we will make our way into the lifeboat. Good luck, and make me proud. Aw.
I really don't want to go outside. The world's just gone crazy.
There's no way for them to understand what's happening. Must be scary.
From Luther Talbot, let's bail while we can. To Pablo Torres. Dude, we gotta get the fuck out of this place. I don't care what it's like outside. Did you hear that speech Serene just gave? He's unhinged. And he looks all fucked up too, like he's sick. This lifeboat thing's not gonna work out. I don't trust that guy to plan his way out of a wet paper bag anymore. He's way out of control. He's not even here anymore. He just climbed into a chopper and fucked off to God knows where. He's supposed to be in charge. How is that being in charge? And I heard he killed a guy. What the fuck? The other thing is, that Joyce asshole is bound to show up here soon. I'm not going to be collateral damage for whatever thing he's got with Serene. I've seen the stats Clarice had. The body count he's racked up now is insane. Who's going to stop him? The grunts? Haha, fuck no. They can fight him if they like, but I didn't sign up for this crap. I'm just here to coordinate shit. I'll take my chances outside. I'd rather freeze than get killed by that freak. At least that way you don't even know it's happening. I'll take that over a bullet. I'm leaving, and if you have half a brain, you're coming with me. LT. I like that email. Monarch radio note. Won't work in stutters. Radio waves get stuck same as everything else. Use stutter-proofing hardline terminals instead.
I was getting closer to the countermeasure. Paul had the key to fixing the fracture all along, but he didn't see it.
There was nothing to see. He believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. That's why he used the countermeasure, the CFR, to create the lifeboat.
What the fuck is that? Damn.
From Paul Serene, Martin Hatch, 2 security team leads. Martin Hatch has been detained, and his authority over Monarch Solutions and its employees, along with his security clearance, has been rescinded. I want a full security team watching him at all times. He is not to be given access to any computer systems or communications. Don't talk to him, and don't allow him to talk to anybody. Lock him down and keep him locked down. If he attempts to escape, shoot to kill. I'll deal with him when I'm done with the present crisis.
Those men died fighting something that lives outside of time.
The very reason our weapons program was built. Serene knew they were coming.
Weapons weren't doing the trick.
Let me worry about that.
It's just that I'm really not sure this is okay. Couldn't we just check with somebody?
Do I have to look up your home address?
No, sir. I'll do it.
See that you do.
Hey, guy. You in there? I'm locked out.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that door for you. Hang on. But be careful, there's a lot of scared and angry meatheads on the other side. There you go. Don't get your ass killed.
No promises, Charlie.
Time to move.
I do love this shotgun, not gonna lie.
That's all. Is that all you got?
Shotgun ammo would have been better here. So I can't use that, I guess, until I kill these things. Okay.
I need to access that sky bridge.
Yeah, no problem. Just a sec. Well, you better keep an eye out, Joyce. That thing out there, I don't think it's gone. Okay, off you go.
Monarch was scrambling. Paul's empire was falling apart all around me. I'd never seen anything like it. But Paul had. That's what he was preparing for all those years. He didn't do a very good job.
Holy shit.
Is this going to be a very long email? No, thank goodness. From Bruce Livingston to Sophia Amaral. Subject, about my screenplay and new video. Hey Sophia, still haven't heard from you about my screenplay. I know you're busy with all your work, but this is really taking off in a big way. So let's try to get going on this, okay? I know this thing is going to be huge, so I just went ahead and mortgaged my house to make this thing reality. It's my dream, and I'm going to follow my dream. And once I get the Kickstarter going, this thing's going to pay me back for the mortgage, so no problem. I already shot a short promo thing for the KS campaign. Let me know what you think. I'm going to star in it, but I've got a really cool part for you too if you want it. You'd be perfect for it. Also, like I said, I'm going to need that science feedback stuff soon. Let me know ASAP. Well, that was a bit of a letdown. All right. Why isn't this? Let's see. What am I missing?
machine here? Shit. This is where they brought the university core. This is Paul's machine. Looks like they have it on the top floor.
Monarch paperweight with note. Ensure personally that CFR chamber is secure. Okay. From Bernard Riker to Paul Serene, subject, a confession. Mr. Serene, I know you're not in the HQ right now, and whatever mission you left on must be incredibly urgent, so you probably won't read this until you return. I know you will be very, very angry with me, but I have to tell you what I've done. Using my maintenance access, I have deactivated the stutter proofing at the building. I know you will be furious, but I did it because Martin Hatch threatened my family. I'm not going to lie, I'm scared to tell you this, because I know you're on edge as it is, and clearly under tremendous pressure. But I have admired you and your vision for as long as I have worked for you, and I want to believe you can still fix things. So you have to know that it's Hatch. He made this happen. He knew exactly what would. I'm sorry, there are dead people at my feet, and I don't know how to fucking deal with this. They're strikers. They weren't here when I started writing this email, and now they are. There's a lot of blood. I literally had to wipe it off the screen just to be able to keep typing. It had to be a shifter that killed them. Their chronon harnesses are broken. I couldn't wear them if I wanted. But without one, I'm safe, right? No shifters outside of stutters, or that's what they told us in training. So I'm safe, and when a stutter hits, I don't even notice. Unless a plane hits the building or something. God, I have fucked up so badly. People are dead because of me, not just these two, but throughout the building. The stutter proofing was supposed to keep the shifters out, and now everybody must be dying, somewhere between the seconds. Everybody could be dead already. I don't know. I can't take this. And don't trust Hatch. I think that son of a bitch is after the CFR. I think he was never on our side. This is all some kind of weird game to him. Shit, I don't even know why he's doing this. I'm just an engineer, and I don't know how to deal with this. It's too much. Sir, I know you must be furious at me. I deserve it. Believe me, I know. But please, don't take it out on my family. Goodbye, Bernard Riker, Senior Chronon Tech. Ooh, Bernard, you're in some deep shit, brother.
What the fuck? Was that Hatch? The train.
All personnel, stay clear of the lower levels. There's a possible hazard. Repeat, stay clear of the lower levels. There appears to be a train crashed into the building. The situation is under control. All personnel should remain in secure areas. There are intruders in the building. Repeat, remain in secured areas.
Hey, Charlie. I got another locked door here.
Not bad, Joyce. That's Serene's office. Let me just unlock that bad boy for you. Serene's got access to the CFR chamber from his office. I'll meet you there. Ah, there.
Paul was already gone, but he left behind the one thing I needed.
Ooh, this is going to take a bit to read, huh? All right. Document Untitled Note. I have left this message here for you to find, so that soon, when the time comes, and I ask you to choose, you can do so with your eyes open and with some hint of understanding. I have no secrets, and the only things I choose to omit are the ones that you, in your current limited state, would not be able to grasp no matter how hard I tried to make you understand. I have walked down the same path you are now on, once, from your perspective, a long time ago, although time no longer has such meaning to me. I too came in contact with a time machine. In my case, it was not a man-made device, but a natural one, in a cave. It should come as no surprise, really, that such things exist, much like natural nuclear reactors do exist, such as the now defunct ones at Oklo, Africa. After all, the Meyer-Joyce field has its irregularities. I too became chronon active. I too developed chronon syndrome. And in time, I too lost control and became a shifter. Became at once everything and nothing. Was everywhere and nowhere. Died countless deaths and was still alive. My every probability, every possibility, happening at once. I promise I would not lie, and thus I tell you, the noise and the pain and the rage were more than anyone could suffer and not go insane. I burned in this fire for a long time. There were brief moments of awareness in this endless nightmare, different versions of certain key moments in my life that I found myself reliving over and over again. Trying to make things right, like a puzzle, on and on and on. I am convinced that the stutters in the end of time saved me, for those were the only places, the only times, where I could even briefly stop and rest and slowly find focus and control again, and ultimately master this state, not emerge from it, not be cured, not go back to what I was before, for there is no such thing, but to learn to be in one place and everywhere at once. My perception is altered, like that of someone who has seen a perceptual illusion and discovered that the picture is both a young girl and an old woman at the same time. Once you see them both, you can never not see them. We are such limited beings, we play with just one piece, on just one square, on an endless chessboard, just one life, one timeline, and an infinite multiverse of possibilities. Am I an exception, the only one who has found this way to the other side? Or is it just a shifter's brief dream before a stutter collapses? There are other shifters. You, your best friend who is now your mortal enemy, Dr. Kim. Others, some of whom you know. It doesn't matter who, because they are gone. And when they emerge, if they ever emerge, they will not be who they were, just as I am not who I was before. I have done my part in helping you achieve this state. If time is an ocean with a frozen surface, then the stutters and the end of time are holes in that ice, opportunities to come up for air. I have a plan. It's already in motion, but it would be futile to try to explain it to you, like trying to explain 3 dimensions to someone who can only see one. But make no mistake, I do not look down on you. I strive for humility, even as I shift this world from one state to another. I will make this possible. I stand in between. I don't see myself as a gate. I remain humble. I'm something smaller, a hatch.
My office alarm went off. Is that you skulking around, Jack?
Fuck you. I'm done playing games. I'm here for what you stole.
Yes, of course.
The CFR. If you understood just how much depended on that, you'd leave it alone. But I know you don't care.
You're right. I don't. And it looks like you're not here to stop me.
Yes. Yes, everything will play out as it has to play out. I'll see you very soon, Jack.
Uh-oh. How did they find Bradbury's swimming hole? Man.
I'm done dancing your tune, you crazy bastard. couple minutes between stutters.
The countermeasure was Paul's prize. Everything he'd built was based on Will's device. His plan depended on it. You better believe I look forward to taking it from him.
What happened to you? Looks like you ran into that creepy thing.
Only one of Serene's treatments survived the explosion. His time was running out.
So was everybody else's.
Should we take a moment to check out the view of the outside these windows? I think so. Can't really see anything from there. What about over here? Yeah, not great. Huh. Yeah, this isn't as impressive a view as I would have expected from Paul Serene. Alright, what is all... Oh, here's the timeline again. Haven't I seen this?
17 years he lived through twice. All of it mapped out, from memory.
He knew the market trends before they occurred. He had the tools to make a fortune, and he did.
Like Biff from Back to the Future 2.
Paul saw what was coming. It broke him. He refused to believe that it could be changed, and he cast aside the only people who could have convinced him otherwise.
Okay, let me just make sure it's only one email. One very, very long email. All right. From Sophia Emerald to Paul Serene. Subject, Quantum Ripple Research Unit. Paul, Martin. I know you've both been arguing that the quantum ripple causality... Oh, sorry, let me start over. Paul, Martin. I know you've both been arguing that the Quantum Ripple Causality Research Subdivision has great potential, and we should keep it funded. I must once again implore you to reconsider. I'll be the first one to admit that the technology is impressive. The fact that Drs. Morphin and Rangers can actually track the consequences rippling out from minor shifts within the Myers-Joyce field is incredible, and the level of informational detail they managed to obtain is amazing. But here's the thing. They've been at this for 2 years now, and they have not produced a single useful result. Yes, we can trace actual events from their small inception point to the actual consequences, very much in keeping with the basic chaos theory concept of the butterfly flapping its wings. But, well, so what? Every single thing that happens in this universe is the result of such a chain of events. Being able to see the chain offers no real insight to anything due to the very randomness of the process. Furthermore, it's utterly misleading. You could say that some tiny event or tiny decision in my life yesterday led me to writing this email, and that's technically true. But so did some tiny event or tiny decision in my life 15 years ago. It's all a chain. The event yesterday didn't take place in a vacuum. It didn't come out of nowhere. So what's the point? We have no control over it. We don't get to direct it, and we get no useful information out of it. Also, have you actually seen the reports they generate? From a technological point of view, the way they manage to automate their analysis of the fluctuation signatures within the Myers-Joyce field is impressive. But again, it's all meaningless babble with no practical applications. Their personal remarks on the reports are even worse. With all due respect to Ron and Terry and their indisputable technical expertise, I don't know what they're doing, and I'm not sure they do either. It's like they're coming up with stuff at random. The above outlines my concerns as to the futility of the entire process, and I suspect that they may not be enough to sway you. Oh my God, why am I stuttering all of a sudden? And I suspect that may not be enough to sway you. But I have one final point which I think you should consider very, very carefully. The entire program is an unforgivable waste of Monarch resources. I don't mean money, although the entire Quantum Ripple Causality Research Subdivision is costing us millions and millions of dollars, but that doesn't really matter, because I know we can afford that. However, there's a more vital resource they're consuming. Each time they fire up their rig and delve into the Meyer-Joyce field, they eat up a huge amount of chronon particles. Those are a finite resource, and as you know, we are projecting that the Ground Zero's yield will rapidly diminish as the fracture takes hold, which will happen very soon. You may not understand what the real impact of this is, so let me put it to you in practical terms. Every single time they detect and analyze a quantum ripple, it costs us a week of potential lifeboat runtime, minimum. Given Monarch's primary purpose and the total lack of useful results, I believe that's a luxury we cannot afford. I recommend shutting them down immediately or at the latest during our next reorg. We can reallocate their resources to something useful and put Ron and Terry's expertise into great use designing the lifeboat. I'm sure we wouldn't regret putting them to work on that, given their track record of working with Chronon Tech. Sophia Amaral, Head of Research.
Paul was a powerful man, the leader of an empire, but behind the veil, he was a dying man. The signs were clear. Dr. Amaral was the one thing keeping Paul alive, but reading through their exchanges, there was something more than professional going on.
That's not my place to comment on.
Sophia's personal notes. Personal notes. Dr. Sophia Amaral, October 9th, 2016 at 2:31 p.m. I find myself at a loss. We knew that the fracture would arrive. It was clear very quickly that the process was occurring much faster than Paul's projections. His experiences had led us to believe. That was alarming in itself, but there's another concern. With the fracture, Paul's condition seems to be accelerating rapidly. I don't know what to do about either one of these issues. I haven't had a chance to examine Paul properly, and of course he won't consent to any real tests at this point. He won't take the time, not with the situation being as critical as it is. He has to prepare for the gala, to take care of every little stupid thing Martin trots out for him. He won't think of himself at all, and I'm afraid that'll cost us dearly. So, I don't know, I'm just speculating, but I believe this acceleration is a reaction to the stutters in time. In zero state, his wave function is further disrupted by the excessive chronon energies within his body. Before the university incident, before the fracture, the condition was progressive, but controllable. The lack of stutters helped keep it in check. Now its progress is rampant, and I worry that it may reach a critical point soon. We always knew that was a possibility, but all of our projections assumed we would have years, time enough to come up with a cure, or a way to stop its progress. Which means there's a very real chance that in the near future, Paul's condition overtakes him. And if he does become a shifter, I don't know what to do about it. We haven't been able to help Dr. Kim. I don't know what we could do for Paul. I don't know what to do. The treatments are still working, but they take a toll on him, and their effect is greatly diminished. I'm concerned we may hit a point where he's forced to use them so often that the treatment becomes worse than the condition itself. And yet, I don't see any other options. He will not rest. He insists on doing so much. I know he chafes under his dependence on the treatments. He sees it as a weakness. I'm afraid I may lose him. Yeah, they're totally doing it. Doing the, you know, wah wah.
You're not. Who the fuck are you? Joss Wheeler. I'm tech support. No, Joyce!
Hey Charlie, what you doing, buddy?
Joyce, thank God. Shit, that could have been real bad.
You're Charlie.
Yeah, let me get this door open.
They'd stockpiled all the chronon particles from Ground Zero to keep the lifeboat running.
Enough to hopefully last until a proper solution was discovered.
From Sophia Amaral to Lifeboat Maintenance. Subject line, Chronon Particle Stockpile Update. Everyone, please be advised that we are now at a point where lifeboat activation may occur. Accordingly, I have ensured that preparations are underway for activation. As a part of that, what chronon particle stores still remained at the Ground Zero harvesting operation are being moved to the headquarters and placed in the master chronon particle repository, ready to be placed under the CFR's control. Please be aware that what we have managed to accumulate until this point is very likely to be all the chronon particles we ever have access to. Due to the fracture's effects on the Meyer-Joyce field, the Ground Zero anomaly is showing definite signs of weakening. As a result, the chronon particle yield decreases drastically and will soon drop to baseline. While we will obviously continue more traditional chronon particle harvesting operations in order to maximize our stockpile, we all need to recognize that sourcing them outside of the Ground Zero conditions is extremely inefficient. Or, in plain terms, unless we find another source of chronon particles, and I don't believe we will, what we have now is all we will ever have. Please be aware that all use of chronon technology eats into our limited resources, and while we of course recognize that we need to have our strikers and other soldiers operate in stutters, each operation undertaken will eat away at our stockpile, and, in very real terms, cost us days of lifeboat runtime. Accordingly, we have to plan to use all of this technology closely and choose our battles carefully. That said, we should also realize the ongoing situation with Jack Joyce constitutes an emergency and will most likely require unconventional chronon particle investments. Just the same, we should be aware of the cost. I expect to see projected chronon particle consumption rates for the foreseeable future and simulations of how long our stockpile will last, adjusted for all of the scenarios we have discussed. See our last minutes. In our next Monday meeting, Sophia Amaral, Head of Research.
The lifeboat revolved around the countermeasure. He knew Will would try to take it back. That's why he was killed. He knew I'd try to do the same eventually.
Clearly, he was right.
From Lauren McStevenson to Lifeboat Maintenance. Subject line, read me right now, CFR procedures. People. Because there seems to be a certain lack of clarity about when it's appropriate for someone to enter the CFR chamber and mess with the chronon field regulator, and because I just had to fire Kevin Janeway because he did that exact same thing, let me remind you of the approved CFR procedure. You do not touch the CFR. Period. I may touch the CFR because I'm the lead technician in charge of it. Dr. Sophia Amaral may touch the CFR because she's our head of research and she knows what she's doing. Mr. Paul Serene may touch the CFR because he's Paul fucking Serene and it's his CFR. Nobody else touches the CFR. On occasion, some enormously lucky individuals who have been personally trained by me and are proven to be very, very dependable and incredibly good at their jobs, who don't have a track record of trying to enter the CFR chamber like paint-huffing imbeciles because they, quote, they just wanted to take a closer look at it, and who have remembered to bribe the lead technician in charge of the CFR with Tom Waits tickets, may be given written instructions to perform specific procedures on the CFR. That will be a great honor and sign of significant degree of trust, and those people should be accorded all professional respect and an appropriate degree of brown-nosing and or passive-aggressive displays of envy by their peers. Or to put it another way, you do not touch the CFR unless you want to join Kevin in the how to stop being an arrogant dumb shit who jeopardized the only hope of a future for the entire human race because his mansplaining ass thought what the CFR really needed was a random dude who knew better. self-improvement course down at the unemployment office, which I'm sure is where we all believe he was escorted by those armed men. There are no exceptions to this. The entire lifeboat protocol depends on the CFR being present, properly connected, and functioning normally. You do not want to jeopardize this. This is bigger than any of us, and we are not here to fuck around. Lauren McStevenson, lead CFR tech. Sorry, Charlie, there is a lot of shit I have to read, bro.
There you go, Joyce.
Thanks.
Here's hoping you know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There it is. CFR.
That.
Whatever it's called. Help yourself, Joyce.
Yeah, let me take a drink here before I read this, so my mouth doesn't go dry. 1 second. All right. Personal notes on the CFR. January 5th, 2011. Dr. Henry Kim. This thing feels like a conundrum wrapped in a puzzle. It's an incredible piece of technology, and I feel like we're only scratching the surface of what it can do. And we have already learned so much. I thought I had a good understanding of the intricacies of chronon particles and their practical applications before.
Get the hell out of here.
Now I realize that I've still got a great deal to learn. The chronon field regulator, as I've decided to call it, is a little miracle. How such a small device can do so much is beyond me. I know it taps into the Meyer-Joyce field, but I don't know how. My experiments just show it can do it. It can also manipulate the field. I wish I knew how. Still, the mechanics of its operation give me ideas, new avenues of thought I've been trying to find for such a long time. The task that I've been set by Mr. Serene has, frankly, stumped me for years. Knowing that what we observe as the passage of time is just the result of chronon particles being constantly generated within the Meyer-Joyce field is a simple fact that I've been aware of for a long time. But being able to manipulate those particles in a meaningful way, well, that's another question. The mechanics of the situation are clear, almost frustratingly so. In a zero-state environment, there are no chronon particles, and thus time is frozen. The idea of artificially flooding an area with chronon particles to enable the passage of time is the obvious solution. But actually finding a way of doing that, that's something else. Not only are chronon particles incredibly difficult to source, so obtaining enough to actually stutter-proof an area for any time longer than a fraction of a second has always seemed impossible. Perhaps even more importantly, the mechanism of manipulating the particles in a way that would actually allow me to define a certain volume of space as stutter-proofed has constantly eluded me. Well, Ground Zero has solved the former problem for us. We're almost up and running, and very soon we will have the ability to harvest chronon particles at useful rates. We'll be able to build a truly formidable stockpile of them in the years to come. As for the latter problem, manipulating the chronon particles, that seems to be something the CFR does with ease. Its ability to tap into the Meyer-Joyce field and affect changes in its topology is exactly what I need. Unfortunately, I don't know how it does it. I don't have a clue. And I don't know how to effectively control these effects. But my research into the practical effects of its operation has given me ideas for a different kind of chronon technology that works on somewhat similar principle. Except instead of tapping into the Meyer-Joyce field, it generates a similar localized field of its own, an artificial chronon particle field. And within that field, we can manipulate chronon particles at will. This means that we should be able to create stutter-proofing technology, allowing us to shield a certain area from the effects of zero state. And I believe I will be able to miniaturize the technology to allow for personalized devices with the same effect. Almost like an environmental suit of sorts, with a harness the user would wear to create a chronon field around his body. There are still many challenges here, one of which is that any significant volume of stutter-proof space will incur an unacceptably high drain on chronon particles, which are a decidedly limited resource. Obviously, with the lifeboat protocol requiring a large stutter-proofed area that we can maintain for years, quite possibly decades, this is a critical issue we have to solve, and Mr. Serene has made it quite clear to me. Frankly, even with Mr. Hatch backing me, the thought of disappointing Serene over this makes me quite anxious. I understand his concerns, and they are of course entirely founded, but the man's intensity is unnerving. In any case, I'm hopeful that I will figure out this problem soon. I'm hoping to be able to use the CFR itself to regulate the flow of chronon particles. Given its nature, I suspect it might be eminently suitable for such a role in the lifeboat project and cut down our chronon consumption rate by a great margin. My control over the CFR is limited, but this seems to be a very basic functionality for it, so I'm optimistic that I can do it. I'm still looking into it, one thing at a time. We've already made great progress, and I will say that Mr. Serene's been quite complimentary with these successes, so I think he'll give us the time we need. I mean, well, it's not like he has a lot of choice in the matter. I'll be honest, the CFR is becoming a bit of an obsession for me. I wish I could sit down and have that conversation and just ask those questions. How did he build it? What's it actually for? But I've been denied that opportunity. A part of me wants to open the CFR up and get to the bottom of it, but the potential consequences terrify me. We've already seen what it can do if unleashed. Even worse, there's the possibility that I couldn't put it back together, and just the idea of making a mistake like that is a positively bowel-liquefying thought. Having to explain that to Mr. Serene? No, thank you. So, as it is, I have only dared to open up a bit of the casing to get a rough idea of some of the engineering inside. It's amazing work, and it has certainly been a lesson in humility for me. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm a very fast learner, and this has got to be the most important work anyone has ever engaged in the history of humanity. If we succeed in our mission, the world will not soon forget the name of Dr. Henry Kim. I am enjoying this game, but one thing I'm looking forward to is not having to read as much. What is this? Charlie Wincott, Data Samurai. That's funny. Anything else before I go in to try to grab that thing? What's over there? Is that a body? Whose body is this?
Something had gone down in that chamber before I arrived. Whatever it was bloody. I'd seen the dead guy before.
Liam Burke.
What the hell happened to him?
He met his match. Let's move on.
Alright, here we go.
It took 11 years for Will to build the countermeasure. Beth died for it, and I knew it could fix the fracture. This fucking thing. Problem was, I didn't have a clue how to use it. The only person who did was dead. But Monarch had a way of getting to him before that ever happened.
The university time machine. They've got the core here. Can we go or what?
I need to get to the chamber above.
No problem. Got a way up right here.
Thanks for the help.
No biggie. Make it count.
Yeah.
You're not coming? No, I gotta get back down. Someone I really want to get back to.
Good
luck, Joyce.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you going up there anyways?
Short version? I gotta go back in time and save my brother.
You're gonna go back in time, yeah, right. Whatever. You don't have to tell me, I guess.
Where the hell did I hide the CFR? It doesn't look like there's a bulge in my jacket.
Paul took the core of the time machine from the university, hooked it up to his own machine. It was part of his sick desire for control, but that gave me one last shot at fixing things. I could go back, maybe get to Will before Paul killed him. And if I could get the countermeasure in Will's hands, maybe I could still turn everything around.
Alright, so apparently I might have to get into a gunfight again.
The core was set, the machine was prepped. I had to put the core door in place. Okay, this should do it.
Deploying the corridor. Phase 1 underway. Please clear all personnel from the operation.
Of course.
Ah, shit.
Of course. Oh, come on.
Man down! Casualty!
Targeting crosshairs.
Finally.
Aw, fuck. This is not easy at all.
Okay. Of course.
There's gotta be an easier way to do this.
Finally.
All right, punks, come on. Wasn't there an ammo thing over here? Ah, there it is. How do I get up there? Oh, there's the explosive barrel right there.
Oh, you're welcome, you very slow machine lady.
The machine was ready. I just needed to put in the date.
I still don't know how to get the chronon particles out of this thing. Alright. Put in the date. Alright, where's that? Back there, okay. Get some more ammo out of that bag first. Where am I going?
The earliest I could go back to was the time that the core was first activated. At the university.
Not much time to rescue your brother.
I didn't have a choice.
You better be as advertised.
Targets have escaped the lab.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, shit!
Extraction team is down, over?
All of them? How? Joyce's...
We're moving in.
Open fire, but avoid damage to the core at all costs.
Sorry.
I got there after the fracture.
That was a funny scream.
Too late to stop it all before it ever started.
But not too late to save Will. All you had to do was get to him in time.
Yeah, that was the plan.
HQ, we've got security footage of the Joyce brothers escaping through the server room on the lower level.
Raider Team 3, intercept immediately. Ready another extraction unit to remove the core.
What is this?
Is that it?
God damn, Paul. What is this? Okay, gotta get to the library. Have to reach Will before it's too late.
Prowler Team, ready the heavies in the underground parking. I'm not hearing any response from Raider Team 3. We may have a situation.
Where the hell is that extraction team? We were supposed to have the core loaded in that chopper by now.
Hatch was right. Should have sent Liam Burke in first to deal with those Joyce assholes.
Directive was take alive if possible. Alive ain't Burke's.
Oh, wow.
I remember that Will and I were headed to the courtyard when the stutter hit. That's where I needed to cut him off.
Oh, what the hell happened there?
Courtyard. How do I get there?
God, I love the shotgun. I wish there was like 1,000 rounds of ammo.
That's my cue.
Shit. Damn it. I hate those things, man. Those freaking... what the hell ever they're called. Alright. That's a lot of enemies in here.
Time to move. Can't focus.
Why the fuck wasn't the shield working? It's gonna be one of those annoying things that takes like 3 or 4 tries. Need to get down there and get that ammo. What the hell is it? There it is. That was why was that so easy? That doesn't make sense.
When Will and I had escaped from the lab after the experiment, it seemed like Monarch was dealing with somebody other than us. That was me, all along.
HQ, Striker team is down. It's Joyce.
Striker team is down. How many?
All of them.
Fucking hell, we underestimated him. Take him out, whatever it takes.
Find him.
Where'd that damn thing go? There he is. Take that,
Son of a-
stupid.
HQ, we spotted Jack Joyce in the student lounge.
Bandit 4, that shouldn't be possible. I'm getting reports of gunfire in the underground parking. Are you sure it's Joyce? I need visual confirmation.
Didn't expect two of me, did you?
All right. Oh, there's a button in there. I didn't see that before.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
All right.
Gate control. I don't have the code.
Where the hell do I get this code?
Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
How am I going to get this gate code?
The hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
What am I missing? It's not telling me what the code is.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
Doesn't make sense. It's not telling me the gate passcode. What the fuck? Did it work?
Okay, how do I get this up?
You need the gate passcode, which these assholes here aren't telling you.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here?
I need the gate passcode. They need me up there.
Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
Is it up here?
How come you get all the fun?
Probably because I'm not rocking those ugly astronaut pants. Hatch's orders. All right. Get your team prepped for combat. I don't have a good feeling about all this.
Damn it. I missed the code.
What? Ugh. So this is a game of grab ass, apparently. Got it.
Burke, the hell are you doing? Fuck if I know. Let's go see Wade.
The witnesses.
How come you get all the fun?
Probably because I'm not rocking those ugly astronaut pants. Hatch's orders.
Gate code is 665. Neighbor of the beast, you know?
All right.
665. Okay.
Okay. 665. Got it. Paul Serene Focus article. Riverport University employee highlight. Paul Serene, project director. With a track record of extremely profitable business ventures behind him, Paul Serene joined Riverport University in 2010 to head one of the most significant physics research projects the university has ever seen. He is the youngest project director in the history of our university and by far the most successful to date. His involvement has encouraged a flood of high-profile investments that resulted in the extremely ambitious yet unrevealed quantum physics project referred to as Project Promenade. Did I already read this? Yeah, I read this before. I'm not going to reread this. I mean, I already started, but I won't reread the whole thing.
All right, picked up this beast to the campus power. Last time he counted there he is!
Oh, shit. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
Damn it. Blocking my powers. No time to lose. I gotta get to Will.
No.
Electricians, you are not.
Note regarding Chronon dampener. Warning, dampener plugged into power grid. Wade forgot the goddamn battery again. Do not disconnect.
I have to reach Will before it's too late. Yeah, this isn't good.
Door's still barred. Whoever's here ain't left yet.
How the fuck did Joyce take out those strikers?
He's obviously not alone. My bet is there's at least 5 of them working together. So keep your eyes peeled.
Why did it not work? Oh, God. It's so annoying sometimes. Fuck! What do I do? What do I do? What do I do here?
All units, target has been spotted.
Gotta get to the library. Have to reach Will before it's too late.
You keep saying that. How long is it going to take to reach Will, for goodness sake, dude? Get to the library, get to the courtyard, get to whatever.
No time to lose. I gotta get to Will. Shit. Too late. I gotta beat him to the library.
I got orders to patrol the rooftops.
We already got men up there.
And they want more. Take it up with Serene if you disagree.
This is Airlift Prime. We've got the Time Machine Corps in transit.
Beth.
HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Awaiting orders. Over.
Gotta move, Jack.
Roger. Keep a skeleton crew and wait for arrival of Monarch Actual. Everybody else needs to reunite at the Dry Docks Cronin extraction grounds. Wait for further orders there. Library is set to blow in 5 minutes.
We're not getting any response from the sniper unit. Investigating the rooftops as we speak.
Keep me posted.
The whole sniper unit's wiped. No way he did that on his own. We need to find out who's unaccounted for. This might be an inside job. Let's start a list of who's missing.
I think I heard something. Search the area.
It's him! He's right here! On the rooftop!
Take out this building!
Negative! He's in the library! We're under fire!
Get your goddamn stories right. Where is he? We need answers! Where the hell is Joyce?
Friendly down!
Taking the shot.
Who do you think you are? Impossible!
Need backup in the library! Stat!
HQ, this is Monarch Actual. Cancel that order, I'm on my way. I'll deal with Jack personally.
You heard him. Stand down.
Hold on, Will. I'm almost there. Okay, gotta get to the library.
Shit. Oh, I see. I see what I missed. Got it.
Have to reach Will before it's too late.
If Joyce is in the library, then who'd they spot up?
HQ, he's
What?
here.
Engage.
Face shot.
Move up to flat! Who is this guy? Oh shit! Like that!
This is Monarch Actual. Approaching library rear entrance.
Oh no, no. Gotta get down there.
Stand by to detonate the library. I'm going in.
Fuck. Will? Already gone. Lobby. Lobby, running out of time. Who is she?
She knows about the fracture. I trust her.
Glad you trusted somebody. Will.
There is. That's why I can't risk you opposing me, Will. It doesn't have to end like this. Trigger. I never wanted this.
Come on, gotta move.
Jack. You saved me.
Welcome back. Hey, Will. Here's a present.
Countermeasure. How? Oh, Jack.
Will! Come on! Come on, let's go. Monarch had it the whole time. Does it work?
Came back from the future. For me. Fracture wasn't fixed.
Not yet. Does it work?
Theory, yes. We gotta get back to my time machine. Gotta get us back to the time where you came from.
No.
Future.
No.
It's the only
We
way.
need to stop the fracture here, in this time. Now.
Oh, Jack, listen to me. The fracture wasn't fixed in the time where you came from. So fixing it here, it's always gonna fail.
People are going to die, Will. You haven't seen what happens between now and then.
No, but you have. What you have done has set in motion a chain of events that cannot be broken.
Look, we don't know.
And if it could be broken, it could jeopardize the entire world. We get one shot at this. There's too much at stake, Jack.
Look, I know the stakes, okay?
Then you gotta let go, Jack. Everything you have done to get to this place is necessary. Trust me. The past is set.
The future is.
Right. We gotta go. This way.
If what you said is true, then how did I save you? I saw you die, Will.
Think, Jack. You never physically saw me die, did you?
I watched a roof collapse on top of you.
Creating the illusion of my death, yes. Which brought you here to make sure it remained only an illusion. It's all a loop. If time is an egg,
no egg metaphors.
Hold on, I have to see what this is.
Oh, get down. Over here.
Goddamn bloodbath in there. I need some air. Cleaners better get here quick.
Wait for them to leave. Now, I know it's a lot to take in, but the fact that you managed to save me and yet still maintain the illusion of my death is actually further proof of my point.
Risky
the past
out.
remains intact.
Stick to the plan.
Nothing changes, and the Novikov self-consistency principle prevails.
Oh, great. We can high-five about that later.
Right. Let's save the world first.
Come on, let's meet up with the convoy.
Don't know why we couldn't just shoot them.
We don't have time for this.
Jack, no.
Safe. Let's go.
Still stubborn as ever.
Runs in the family. Well, what were we talking about?
In summary, timely. I'm alive. Science.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, through here. We can't risk helping them.
I know what happens if I don't.
And it'll still happen, Jack. I meant what I said back there. And there are no exceptions. If you get suckered into trying to change what can't be changed, it may cost us everything. Please, Jack. Our future depends on this. You said Monarch had the countermeasure this whole time. How? Why?
Paul was using it to fuel some kind of messed up survival program.
Huh. They must have somehow repurposed it as a localized Chronon field regulator. Dr. Amaral and Dr. Kim both took positions at Monarch. Now I think I understand why. We have to go, Jack. We can't risk being spotted here. I always assumed it was Beth Wilder who had the countermeasure, keeping it safe. She was the one who warned me, told me to build it.
I know.
You met her. Is she helping us?
Huh, not quite.
She was.
Ah, I see. Oh shit, watch out. Well, hey. Go this way now.
Okay, well, that's going to conclude the 7th video in the playthrough. So video 8 will be Act 5, Part 3, and the end of the game. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.